He's one of the world's richest men and owns SpaceX, Tesla and Twitter. So when Elon Musk speaks, his words, well chosen or not, have the ability to move the money markets. He bought Twitter for just over £35 billion last October, but said the company was losing money and he'd have to cut staff. Well, in an exclusive interview with the BBC, he confirmed that of the 8,000 workers employed when he took over the company, just 1,500 remain. He says sacking people isn't easy, and he's described his time in charge so far as a roller coaster. He's been speaking to our technology correspondent, James Clayton, in San Francisco.
It's not every day you get invited by one of the world's richest and most influential people to a sit-down interview. Earlier on Tuesday, I'd received a response to an email from Mr. Musk. "Let's do an interview tonight," it read. Just a few short hours later, we were setting up in Twitter's headquarters in San Francisco.
Hello, how are you doing? Really nice to meet you too.
We're about to go live, very surprisingly. We only just found this out on Twitter, but that is Elon Musk. We didn't know about that, but you never know with Elon Musk.
When he sat down, he was in the mood to chat.
So, how do you think it's gone?
Well, it's not been boring. It's been quite a roller coaster. The pain level of Twitter has been extremely high. This hasn't been some sort of party. So it's been really quite a stressful situation. Were there many mistakes made along the way? Of course.
When you put that initial bid in, you then had a wobble. You kind of said, I actually don't want to buy Twitter anymore. Then you changed your mind again and decided to buy it. Did you do that? Did you do that?
I kind of had to.
Right. Did you do that because you thought that a court would make you do that?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, that is the reason.
Right. So you were still trying to get out of it, and then you just were advised by lawyers, look, you're going to have to buy this.
Yes.
Interesting. So you.
Yeah.
So you didn't actually want to purchase it, even when you said you were going.
Well, not at that price.
Almost immediately, you sacked a lot of Twitter workers. And I spoke to them. It was very easy to speak to them when it happened. And the way they said, pretty much everyone said, is that it felt quite haphazard.
It was.
And it felt a little bit uncaring. I
wouldn't say uncaring. The issue is like the company's either going to go bankrupt or if we do not cut costs immediately. This is not a caring, uncaring situation. It's like if the whole ship sinks, then nobody's got a job. I know the BBC, for example, is not thrilled about being labelled state-affiliated media.
Not exactly. I mean, I was going to get to that later, but let's go for it now. It's officially objected to that term. Do you want to respond to it?
I mean, our goal is simply to to be as truthful and accurate as possible. So, I think we're adjusting the label to be publicly funded, which I think is perhaps not too objectionable. We're trying to be accurate.
TikTok has also been in the news. There's talk of perhaps the Biden administration wanting to potentially ban it or force a sale. What's your view of the situation?
I just don't know enough about what's going on there. I can't say I have a strong opinion on TikTok.
So you don't have an opinion on whether it should be banned or not?
You know, I'm generally against banning things. So I would probably not be in favor. I mean, it would help Twitter, I suppose, if TikTok was banned, because then people would spend more time on Twitter and less time on TikTok. But even though even if it would help Twitter, I would be generally against banning of things.
You've said that you were going to stand down as chief executive, right? Okay.
I keep telling you, I'm not the CEO of Twitter. My dog is the CEO of Twitter.
Okay.
After almost an hour of questions, he hung around to answer more questions on Twitter. It was an unconventional end to an extraordinary evening.
It really was an extraordinary interview. It was surreal, it was bizarre, it was enlightening at times. It was 90 minutes long and something I won't ever forget. One point of note, in the last few hours, that government-funded label that Elon Musk had applied to a BBC Twitter account, he's changed that to publicly funded, and that will certainly please BBC bosses tonight.